Hi, Kristin Woodson here, Customer Success Manager with Dataset. This is our fifth and final video in our dashboard overview series. In this video, we're going to focus on working with dashboard filters. Dashboard filters allow you to create a filter and really be able to slice and dice your data broken out by field. So we want to go in and add a filter. So I'm going to click on the plus sign and I'm going to click on Add Filter. I want to add my server host, so we'll name it Host. And we're going to do it by field, so we're going to break it down by server host. You can set a default value, so if we wanted to do like that app server one, we could here. But in this case, we're just going to leave it blank. You can also get a little preview, so it can show the different server hosts that you'll have access to. I'm going to click on Save. And when I do that, you'll notice I now have my drop down. Oh, I'm just going to clear that out. Now I can search for all, and this will bring back the information on all of my server hosts. I can also type or drag down and select. So if we wanted to do app server 4, for example, this is going to show those graphs just filtering by the host app server 4. Additionally, what we can do here, I'm just going to click on Edit Filters, and if I click on Add Filter, you can add another filter. So if you wanted to, go by app or an IP, or filter by, if you have Kubernetes, maybe K8's deployment, you can set different fields to filter by. You can also do a custom filter. So let's say we wanted to continue on with our host example. Let's call this host 2. And let's do an aggregate of all servers. So we're going to say where the server host equals all. And you'll notice my values are auto-populating here. This is because I previously typed this in the search. When you first go in to type this in, you won't have anything in there, so you will have to type them out. I'm going to do app server 1. And we're going to do server host equals app server 1. And let's do app server 2 as well, just to give that round out view. And you'll notice here, this way I could also capitalize the option labels. Sometimes people prefer to have those as capital letters versus all lowercase. So you can go in and really customize what you want the label to be here. The other thing to note is when we're selecting server host equals all, we do not have quotes around it. So that is something to keep in mind. And you get your preview here. So this is what it'll look like. I'm going to click on Save. And now I'm going to click on Done because I was in the edit mode. And again, let's just clear out our hosts here. But now we have two different filters on our web page, and I can go in and choose my app server 1, app server 2. Let's just do app server 2. And that filters that information back there. This is very similar to the one we did using the default field option, but I just wanted to show you an example of what you can do and how you can customize that further. Now, additionally, if you wanted to, you can also go in and still edit the JSON. So previously, in order to add filters, you would need to go in and edit the JSON and add in parameters. We now have this UI version where you can click and add filters, so it's a lot easier to just go in and do that. But if you are building out the custom ones, it still might be useful to come in here, and once you find your filters, you can then just come in and copy and paste, and then we could continue with app server 3, app server 4, hit save, and that's just another way that you can go in and edit the data if you'd like. Let's go back and just view that dashboard. So again, when we went in, we just hit plus, and now it'll say edit filters because there's already an existing filter in there, and it'll load up those two filters for you. And that concludes our dashboards overview video on filters. If you have any questions on your dashboard filters or anything you've seen in the dashboard overview series, please don't hesitate to reach out to support@dataset.com.